Broke girls are trying to ban men going their own way. So many of you heard about it. More content creators are finally talking about it, that we can't even discuss the subject on the platform anymore without having to mince our words. I showed you a video recently from NBC where they had a conference led by a woman where the men on the panel basically condemned MGTOW and said that these men are not real men. And to be a man, it means to give more than you receive. The writing is on the wall. We are entering into a stage of hyperinflation. The world is becoming a much more difficult place to live in. Women are living entirely off the simp economy. They're turning to only fools and lonely fans and calling themselves content creators or just creators in general. And they're treating it like it's the new YouTube, even as that platform becomes oversaturated and platforms like it become oversaturated. So now a lot of these women are saying they want to enter into their soft girl era, which is basically a life of luxury and comfort, where they're going to wear pastel colors and speak in a lower tone and enter into their femininity, giving up masculinity, and they're going to find a millionaire that is going to provide for them and protect them because they're worth it. So it's, I said this, that women, I said this a long time ago. Women would say feminism got us everything that we wanted. Now let's fight it together. And we're beginning to see that happen here now. You have a lot of women who are saying that men should not expect anything from a woman. A man should not ask for anything from a woman. And they're saying this as men are going into their soft guy era, where men are saying, yeah, ladies, you need to do this for me and do this for me. They're just basically throwing back the exact same things that women have said to men for well over a decade now. Well, check this out. So on my video, society is trying to ban men going their own way. I got a very interesting comment from a woman. And of course, this is a channel where both men and women can come and speak their minds, but we're going to keep it real. So this lady's name is Peanut Boxes, and I actually talked about her in another video, but then she left a comment in response to my comment, and it was a complete doozy, and it basically shows you how you can spot women, spot people in general who don't mean you any good, and shows that they're not actually genuine. They're just looking to take value from men because hard times are here. They don't actually like you, they resent you, but now they need you. Check out her comment. So her name is Peanut Boxes 4076. She said society is also coming. Society is also coming for us women. And I want to read, let's go ahead. I want to read her full comment to you. So we'll pull back up the page so that you guys can see her full comment. Go down here. She says society is coming for us women over 30 who have opted out of motherhood and marriage. Society is upset. We don't want to birth future taxpayers and humans bound to indentured servitude. So she's acting like they're doing, like women like her who've opted out of the family unit, because that's what you're doing. You're opting out of the family unit, are being punished by society for not wanting to give birth to children who are just going to end up suffering in the world anyway. She continues by saying, "There's no reason for men and women to hate each other. We are brothers and sisters. We need to stand up for each other as humans and fight for collective freedom. Life and society is set up for us all to fail and never truly get ahead. I love you, my brothers. I love you, my sisters. Let's be friends and help each other, right? And sex has become a distraction." I found that to be very, very interesting. So she says sex has become a distraction. So I responded by, going into it a little further. And I said to her very clearly, this is a space where everyone can talk. And I made that clear to her. I said, women are free to talk here. She is welcome to talk here. She is free to talk here. And then I said, with that said, we keep it real. You opted out of the family unit. You're in your 30s. You opted out of marriage. You opted out of motherhood. And you believe that physical intimacy and possibly even the desire for physical intimacy is a distraction. However, you want men and women to come together and fight for one another. People give value to receive value. Feminism got women everything that they wanted. If women don't marry or have children, then they lose access to the family unit outside of their immediate family. Hence, If they want access to resources and security that they cannot provide for themselves, or a provider and a protector, they must look to the state for those things. No man wants to provide for and protect someone or something that doesn't give him any value in return. Even simps have ulterior motives, although, in the case of normal non simp men wanting a return of value for being providers and protectors, I don't see that as an ulterior motive. I see that as being a person of value that is not allowing others to take advantage of him. A man who is giving away his value for free, or forced/coerced into giving away his value for free, even under the guise of community, humanity, and love, is really just an indentured servant that is being gaslit. Her immediate response to that was, "Angry guy, red flags and alarm bells going off with your response. You sound predatory. No sex from sisters equal no help. You've just shown me your true colors." Guys, notice what I said to her in a very respectful manner. I welcomed her to the channel. I told her that women are welcome here to talk and express themselves freely. I also said that we're going to be honest on the channel. We're going to have an honest discussion. We're going to keep it real. And I explained to her the reason why men would not want such an arrangement. Okay, men are not going to just give you their value for free, and even simps have ulterior motives. Her response to this was to go off on me, to shame me, to try to damage my name. Okay, destroy my reputation by saying that if a man desires physical intimacy from a woman, or a relationship, or a value of any sort, for return, for help in return, to help her, then that makes him a very bad man that women should avoid. Think about the logistics of this, guys. You're a dangerous and a bad man if you want anything in return. If you want physical intimacy, if you want her to cook and clean, if you want her to be a wife and a mother, then you're a bad man. You should, we are brothers and sisters. Just like you would help your sister without expecting anything. You should help a woman. You should help the average woman without expecting anything. Any man who expects something from a woman is a danger to women. And my response to her was, if you want value outside of the family unit, you're going to have to go and get that value from the state. Women have boxed themselves in. You can see that this is a feminist woman. This is a woman who chose that path, and now she's saying feminism got us everything that we wanted. Now let's fight it together. I told you this years ago. Women would say feminism got us everything that we wanted. Now let's fight it together, because now they are at the mercy of the state. So now what? So here's what they do. All right, check this out. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't said anything wrong. But the moment, and like I said, these individuals just simps, and a lot of women within Western society, they operate as agents of the state. All right, and the very moment that I attempted, that I said something that she did not like, that I said that that men are not this, men want value back. Men are not just going to serve you just because you say serve us. All right, if they're not receiving a return on value, then they're not going to want to be in a relationship. All right, it's a give and take. It's about what you can do for the other person. It's not about men just being disposable and serving and selfless, because that's basically what she's trying to say without saying it. And of course, she would absolutely deny it. But no, notice what she does there. She immediately tries to destroy my name, destroy the names of any men who don't want to serve women and give their value away for free without expecting anything in return. Why would you do that? Because Jesus wants us to do that? Think about this. The Bible literally says, if you don't work, you don't eat. But these people, they misconstrue things to suit their needs. And then the first thing that they do is, when they don't get what they want, for example, they're afraid of the state right now. They're afraid that the state is not providing for them, the state is not protecting them. All right, they basically, everything is oversaturated. They need men to survive, even though they want to give nothing of value in return. And what do? The moment that you say no, I will not, I will not. And that's why you now have these people like this are the reason why MGTOW will continue to grow. MGTOW are a group of separatists. All right. And things like this, when a woman comes and says something like this, that only gives them more power. They'll say, "See, this is the reason why. This is the reason why you're supposed to. This is the reason why you're supposed to go your own way. It's not just walk away. Go your own way. Separate yourself from relationships and the state, or else this is what you're going to end up in." All right. Look at what she did. The very moment that I was reasonable and rational, she immediately attacked me, tried to destroy my name, and essentially tried to create a witch hunt where my reputation will be destroyed. I should be incarcerated, and any man that have these views should be incarcerated and punished by the state. So she immediately blew her, she immediately blew her whistle. Like how that kind of whistle that like when you have a grapevine and you have a whistle in a grapevine. She blew her grapevine whistle. She blew her grapevine whistle immediately. Like there's a park in the grapevine. So there's a park in the grapevine, and she was walking in the grapevine, in the park of the grapevine, and she blew her grapevine whistle in the park. Oh, he's a bad man. He doesn't mean us any good. My gosh. And then, of course, there was a comment from Peter Bain below, and he basically just said what we can all see. He responds to her and he says, "You're cooked." And cooked is just another way of saying finished. This is the reality that we have. And I said women would say, guys, I said this years ago, women will say that feminism got us everything that we wanted. Now let's fight it together, because as everything started to go downhill and they have nowhere to turn anymore, and the government is not doing it for them, they're going to try to go back to men. But the very moment that doesn't work out for them, they're going to try to turn you in and ostracize you from society. This is the personality of these individuals. They will pretend, but they cannot hide it, because the moment they don't get what they want and they realize that you're not that guy, you are not that guy, they're going to go and they're going to meet you. The ruthlessness, the evil, the disdain that they have for you will come out immediately. Either they'll try to say who hurt you, or they'll just do something like this and immediately say red flags, alarms going off, with your response, you sound predator. You know what? Come on, y'all. You've just shown me your true colors. I was just honest with her. So basically, she's looking for Sims. And even when I said Sims have ulterior motives, it doesn't matter. I don't know what these guys, these women have put themselves between a rock and a hard place. And they don't want to face consequences. All right. They've chased off their providers, they've chased off their protectors, and this behavior, what they're doing here, this will only push more men towards MGTOW. And I am not promoting it. I promote MWA, men. Basically, if you find a good woman in Western society, all right, walk away with her. If you can find a good woman overseas, go overseas. That's walking away as well. It's not so much about abandonment. It's more so men with alternatives, and men choosing their best alternatives. Doing what's best for them. And no two men are exactly the same. Every man is walking away on their own terms. This is a person who basically doesn't want to provide any value whatsoever, but wants men in society to provide and protect her, and women like her, so they can continue to live their their glory in society. They want to keep all the privileges, they want to keep all the cookies, but they don't want to do anything. But they don't want to do anything in society. All right, because everything is coming crumbling down. What did I say? I said women are the gatekeepers of. Women are the gatekeepers of physical intimacy, but men are the gatekeepers of society. Men are the gatekeepers of prosperity. Men are the protectors and providers of society. Men. There's no society without men. When women go on their women's marches, millions of them take off from work. The world keeps on going and doesn't skip a beat. If men were to try the exact same thing, it would be a test run for the apocalypse. It's just a reality that we live in. Guys, like I said, that's why I say don't go where you're simply needed. There's these idiots who say in my comments, go where you're needed and endure. That's BS. Absolutely BS. Just because they need you doesn't mean they want you. Okay? They resent you. Like, look at this. Look at this. Guys, how you can see the resentment immediately. The resentment pouring off this and oozing off this response from her. It is an absolute and utter disgrace. Absolute and utter disgrace. Guys, broke girls are trying to ban men going their own way. Are you surprised? Do you agree with everything I said here? Is there anything that you think that I missed out? Anything that I did not say when analyzing this? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your views. What you think about this in the comments, and we'll talk about it there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, and walking away. And cheers.